What is one way you combat racism on a daily basis? I'll go first. I don't move for white people on the sidewalk.
What the?
Alright, Game Changers, welcome back to another video here today. Now, one of the most odd things, and I don't think people actually hear themselves when they create some of these videos, or even think about what's coming out of their mouths before they say it. But you're telling me that you combat racism by literally being racist. How does that even make any sense?
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
well, let me just tell you guys something. Because if you watch this channel, you're gonna see a lot of things out of the many that make no goddamn sense. Yeah. Now, there's many reasons I call you all Game Changers. Number one is because, well, GCP stands for Game Changing Player, so it makes sense to have my subs be called Game Changers. And number two, we are all trying to expose stupid people all around the world in hopes that they return, or better yet, we find a hero who could send them back through the stupid portal.
I hope so.
Now, I'm sure that most of you all know that fat phobia is a thing.
Really?
I've covered it many times on the channel, but every time someone posts a video about it, I learn something new. And not new in a good way.
Spell red.
Red? L-S-T-E-R.
All right, is that your final answer?
My final answer.
All right.
New as in I lose literal brain cells type of new. But anyways, what if I told you that there was a fat lady on TikTok that asked, why is being unhealthy a bad thing?
What?
You just can't make this stuff up. But before I show you guys that clip, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter so that way you can follow all that I tweet out. And make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to become a part of the game-changing community here, because I cover viral videos, trending videos, and videos that, of course, make no goddamn sense. Anyways, if that sounds interesting, let's get into it.
See, this is a really interesting comment because I know the commenter didn't think about really what he was saying. He just wanted to leave a hate comment, which is fine. But my question is, why is being unhealthy a bad thing?
What?
She did not just ask why being unhealthy is a bad thing. What are people even being taught anymore? I mean, what are people's perceptions of healthy and unhealthy? I think the problem here is that for a lot of people, physical health is being mixed up with mental health.
First of all, obviously not all fat people are unhealthy, but let's say they were. What is the moral issue with being unhealthy? Why does that make you a bad person? Because that's how we get to the core of fat phobia, right? There is a moral assignment with the idea of being fat, whereas we associate thinness with good and fat with bad. But why is that? Why do you think being unhealthy and being fat is bad?
It might not be the most obvious answer, but maybe the fact that bad health can shorten your life could be something to consider.
Get sniped!
Are people really this dumb? It's really hard to believe that this is a legitimate question.
It's totally made up.
Maybe we can gain some insight looking at her TikTok profile. Alright, so here's her TikTok profile. She's called Fat Fab Feminist. Her name is Victoria. She's following 3,218 accounts. How does one even keep up with that many accounts? That makes no goddamn sense. She has a following of 45,000 and she has 1.1 million likes. She's 21 years old, going on 35. Obviously, she looks way older. Her pronouns, the most outstanding part of the whole profile that gives us the greatest insight into the mental state of these people. She, they, 18 plus, please. There was another user who replied that they are concerned about her followers that don't know the dangers of obesity.
Okay, so just let me get this straight. You think that people are coming to my page, some random person on the internet, and they see me, a fat person existing, and I am so powerful and influential that they decide to go completely change their life and become fat. That is, quite honestly, the greatest compliment I've ever received.
First of all, what the heck is she even wearing? Please put on some dang clothes.
Oh! Ew! Dude!
I don't get it, man. Why do these obese people wear the least amount of clothes? Please just cover up. They should be the last people showing off skin like that. It's not something to be proud of, and just looks disgusting, to be honest.
How dare you!
And secondly, people who are following you are being fed complete nonsense about how wonderful a fat body is. It's one thing to be proud of who you are and have mental strength, and it's another thing entirely when you don't work on reducing your body fat for your health and then accuse people of fat phobia when you are encouraging people to remain proud of being fat and unhealthy.
Yes, sir! This nigga's spitting!
Because I didn't know that I was that powerful and influential. That just the sheer will of me existing and the power of my words would be enough to completely change the life of these young children. No, but actually, like, I truly do not understand you insane people who think that promoting obesity is like an actual thing. I want people to not hate themselves and their bodies. And I talk about my experiences as a fat person on the internet. I am very open about the struggles that I experience living in a marginalized body. And you think that somebody is going to come onto my page, hear what it's like to live as a fat person in the United States, and say, that sounds good. Honestly, my life is too easy right now. Y'all will literally just say anything to justify your hatred of fat people, when the truth is, we're literally just existing. I am just existing and saying that people shouldn't hate themselves, shouldn't starve themselves, and should love their bodies. And you try to villainize that and say that I'm influencing people to do what? To exist without hating their bodies? Honestly, what is wrong with you people?
You know, she almost had me believe that all they are talking about is existing as a fat person. But we all know that isn't true. So many of them complain about a host of things in this world. Many of them are not even looking to live a healthy lifestyle or reduce body fat or any of those things. By telling others that we need to normalize being fat and unhealthy, you are enabling others that don't know any better.
This myth that fat people showing themselves experience joy and accepting themselves on the internet means that we are promoting obesity is honestly the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. And y'all continue to spread this narrative that fat people just sharing themselves, their lives, their experiences online somehow will promote obesity because we're not hating ourselves. Because you disapprove of our lives and the way that we choose to exist, and you think that any experience outside of what you approve of is us rebelling and promoting the opposite.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop you fucking lying.
When in reality, what is actually promoted in this country are eating disorders, are dieting, it's thinness. This world was created by and for thin people, and fat people have always been excluded. There's no $72 billion industry dedicated solely to making people fat. What there is a $72 billion industry dedicated to dieting and diet culture. Just say you hate fat people and go, please.
Yes, because people want to live longer and healthier. Of course, diet culture is promoted, and it should be. People are not looking for a diet to get fatter. There's already one out there for that. The seafood diet. You see everything and eat it. But on a serious note, guys, stuff like this makes me want to bang my head against the wall. So in order for me to not do that, I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know all of your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Now with that being said, this is GCP signing off.